I have watched over 30 videos on YouTube about time-saving tips for moms, how to be more productive, save you time at home, especially for busy moms who are juggling so many things. I really wanted to save you time so you don't have to keep scrolling over these tips. I just want to summarize them for you because I took good notes here. First, let me get ready and come back. Now that I look more ready, let's get busy. So in all these videos, the number one thing I noticed is you have to have clarity on what you're doing and what is going on in your life. And then you are going to brain dump all those things you have to do, whether it's for you, your family, or your business. Brain dumping. You have to develop the habit of not keeping things in your brain because it wears you down, it overwhelms you. But once it's on paper, it looks different. So you're literally going to grab a book, or you can get to the Dollar Tree. You don't have to be so fancy. All we need to do is to create a master running list. So I did create mine here, the home running list, for all the things that I do at home. And this list is running because I will keep adding on things and taking out things. Then I literally just split this in half and did the business running list. Okay, create posts. I have to reply to emails, edit videos, film them, script them. All the things is just here. I don't like having so many places where I put things. I have ADHD, well, self-diagnosed, because I'll forget them. Like, I'll not be consistent, I'll not be disciplined with them. You can't skip the brain dumping. Literally, brain dump. Offload your brain. Offload it. Or you can use the Notes app on your phone. It's also very effective. It's very mobile, goes along with you, and at least you can keep brain dumping everything that comes up in your mind. Now that you've determined all the things you have to do, the next step is to assign exactly when are you going to accomplish them in the week or during the day. You're going to need some kind of a planner, either physical planner or a digital planner or even an app. Honestly speaking, I used to be one of those people that hated the whole planning, time block, blah blah, but I have come to realize that every time I don't assign, every time I'm not clear about what I'm doing in a certain time, I literally waste so much time trying to figure out, oh, should I be editing or should I be posting, or maybe should I be running laundry? Take it from me, you're going to need some kind of planning system. Don't complicate it, because when you complicate it, it's not going to work. So let's talk about the time scheduling. This is exactly when you assign this specific time that you're going to be doing this. So you plan your day time by time by time, just like what is in this planner right here. So what are you going to do in that specific time? But as a mom who works from home, I have come to realize that every time I assign specific time, especially for activities that are home, sometimes it's really hard because things happen. Things can move out of place and you get frustrated. I found that the block system is actually a much better planning system if you're a mom. What does that look like? You split your day in different blocks. Blocks could be the morning or mid-morning, afternoon, evening, night, 5 of them. So you would say the morning block is just the mama block. That's you either working on your business, doing your meditation, workouts. That is your block, probably 3 hours or 4 hours. And in that block time, you have all these specific tasks that you're doing. So that means you don't have a specific time when you're doing this block, but you are certain that in this block, I want to achieve these 3 things. I think that is a more effective thing, so not overwhelm yourself. Before you actually put all these things in your blocks, find out, is this really important? Is this a priority right now? Or is this something that I can delegate and somebody can help me? Or is this something I just have to dump off my list? The one thing that's going to save you a lot of time is being more realistic with yourself. Stop trying to do 10,000 things in a day. That is the number one cause of frustration in us mothers. Where are we at in this season and the priorities that we need? And I explained all that in this video right here that I did about work-life balance. Or else, always find out, is this something that someone can help me do, so that we have more time to focus on the things that we want. Now, let me share with you the little tips that you're going to add in your day-to-day life that are going to really save you time. So number one that I thought was amazing is mind the minutes, right? Instead of counting your time in hours, use the minutes. be attentive with those little small time pockets, right? The 20 minutes, the 15 minutes. Right? Imagine if you are just to waste 15 minutes a day, 15 minutes times 7, that is already 100 minutes in a week. Because when you take care of the minutes, they'll compound into hours. And there's so much that you have accomplished other than just sitting back and say, oh, it's just, I've been waiting here for 15 minutes. What can you do during that wait time? Can you be reading a book? Can you set up your post on IG? Can you reply to comments? Take care of the minutes and the hours will take care of themselves. The second tip is actually a tip that I really want to do as well, is to constantly set a timer for the tasks that I'm doing, because it helps you to stay laser focused on that task for that specific time that you have assigned it to. So I went ahead and bought me a timer because I'm ready to do this. Time my tasks and find out exactly how long does it take me to get the kids ready. How long does it take me to shower them? How long does it take me to prep the food? It helps you to plan your days better and assign the times right. The third trick is batching things, and I think most of you have heard of all this. Batch same tasks together, multitask them, okay? You can still be doing laundry as you're cleaning. You can be running as you're making that phone call. So you have to think about the tasks that you can do all together in one block, and then move to another block another time. And I think batching is one of the things that I really love. So sometimes when I'm running, that's when I'm listening to my podcast. When I'm cooking, I'm also washing the dishes. I batch as much as possible. Trick number 4 is learning to say no. That is one of my weaknesses. Learning to say no and setting boundaries. Like, how do you say no to things you know you don't have the capacity to take on, but you really love them? Like, it's hard, but overwhelming yourself makes you less efficient and wasting a lot of time and not being productive with the things that are priority to you. So learning to say no, like, respectfully. And the other thing we miss out is telling ourselves no. Like, when you go to that bathroom and spend 30 minutes on that phone, how about you say no going to the bathroom with that phone? How do you also set boundaries for yourself and say no? No, I should not be scrolling right now. I should be doing what I'm supposed to do. I know so many people talk about saying no to other people, but we have to also be saying no to ourselves, especially if we're doing things that we know are not so important and wasting our time. The next tip is being aware of these 4 things: the do, the delegate, the defer, and the dump. So that means in all your list of your running things, at least find out, what am I doing? What can I delegate so that I can take these things off my plate? What can I defer? Defer means we are pushing it for a later date, and then dump means we're just going to drop it. And I think being aware of all that really saves you so much time and energy. But also, the one thing that I have learned in my motherhood journey right now is to ask for help. Literally ask for help. Sometimes if we don't ask, the answer is always no, right? Tip number 6, one thing I have noticed that sucks so much time, and what I've seen from all these videos, is just the phone. Like, put the phone down. You'll see how much time you'll save and how much efficient you'll get when you put down the phone, or set a timer on when you're scrolling. Or you can just put some blocking apps like 1 sec. I've used that app. It's amazing. It just reminds you, hey, you're scrolling too much. Like, you picked up this phone like 50 times today. It literally gives you the dead end. You're like, oh yeah, right, I should be doing something else. It's gonna save you so much time and you're going to get things done. Like, so there is this tip that I found was interesting, and that's you maximizing the screen time, which makes sense because I have done it. There are times I'm like, I just need them to sit in one place. At least let them have a screen with educational videos and being intentional about how long that is going to be, so I can do something else. Because sometimes they are all over the place. They are pulling in different directions. You cannot focus or do anything. So sometimes, I'm not saying this can be an everyday occasion, especially if you're really limiting the screen time, but use it accordingly. Like, if you're in this fix, you literally need to get this done, I would just give them the screen time. No guilt about that. Literally no guilt. I believe the most important part of all this is you understanding your family, where you're at, your dynamics, and just coming up with systems that are going to help you depending on who you are. Organization doesn't come easy for me, so it has to take an extra step. It could not be a problem. So I always suggest that you get these tips and implement them, like fix them in your life, in your schedule. What doesn't work, throw it out, and then adapt the things that work. And you're going to keep evolving because the kids are growing. Everything is going to keep changing. You have to evolve along with that. Every family is different. Priorities are different, beliefs and values are different. As much as we get all this information on the internet from the different mothers, the most important one is going to be the one you implement that is going to work for you in your family and help you personally grow. Because I believe as we are working on ourselves as moms, as parents, we are working on the kids as well. We are teaching them organization, habits, how to say no to things, how to have systems in life. Don't feel overwhelmed with all this. And don't keep scrolling for more. Take the things you've learned and try to implement them. If they don't work, dump them out. Think of the ideas that could work for you in your family. And I know you know your family and yourself more than anybody, literally more than anybody. So don't get overwhelmed. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm here to give you so much more mom value, and I hope I'm gonna see you next time. See you.